do need to be careful here. It's wide open savanna, but I can't see very far. And there could be anything from big cats to venomous snakes anywhere around me. I'm exhausted. I've been walking for about 4 hours now. I think it's best probably just to sleep in the grass outside the trees rather than go walking through the jungle in the middle of the night. It's actually quite reassuring to see my face in the screen of the camera because it's almost disorientatingly dark. Well, it would be if it wasn't for the stars. Can I be waking up and just finding out where I am? Morning. Can you hear that? Sounds like a machine. That machine is water. Oh, look at that! It's a little waterfall. There's loads of fish. There's loads of fish. It looks beautiful. Here, I can set the fishing trap again. All the work that I put in, I can still take advantage of. Good move. Good move. These termite mounds, this is what I'm looking for. Because I haven't had much luck with the moriche fruit, I'm gonna try a different bait. Okay, that is swarming with termites. So I'm gonna pop it in, right at the back there. Might even break it up a little bit. And then fingers crossed, we've got ourselves a winning combination. Launch that back under here. And the fish are already going nuts for that. It's been over 40 minutes since I put the fish trap in, and I'm anxious to find out if it's worked, or if it's another fail. Okay, moment of truth. Yes? Yeah. Huh? Look at that. Look at a fish. There's more, there's more, there's more. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. 4 little fishies. If I put the trap back in, it'll carry on working and we can catch more. Some little wins today. Things are starting to go my way. Get the fire going. I can have fish kebab for lunch. None of the woods are perfect property for hand drilling, so I just figure make your life easier, use the mechanical advantage, and use a bow drill. I'm going to use the drawstring on my shorts. It'll be quicker and stronger than making natural cordage. Once I have got a fire going, this is such a dangerous thing to do, considering the state of Colombia right now. I just need to be so careful that I don't set light to anything else. See that little V there? That's where the embers build up. In terms of reducing the risks of fire, if I made myself a little raised platform, put some dry sand on top, then this is a really safe place to have a fire. These big sheets of moriche palm, they're perfect. The thing is, the sand is wet. And so what I'm trying to do is make myself a platform, use the fire to dry the sand out so that the sand on top doesn't wick away heat from the fire. And this is my method. A moriche palm sand sandwich. It's time to put my theory to the test. Fire. Just saw one go in. Yes! There's 2. That's 6 fish I've got to cook for lunch. Where's my fish on a stick? Each one of those fish is over an hour's worth of trap making at the moment. So I'm going to savour every single bite. Today was undeniably a good day. Morning. Stay fine. I feel like I'm still on a massive calorie deficit. Harvesting those fish is all well and good, but you can only catch so many and cook so many, and each one of them is small. It's positive and it's sustaining me, but I'm so depleted of calories. I'm losing weight rapidly. No way. That's a cashew, isn't it? They're literally all over the floor. There's fruiting ones in the trees as well. That bit there, inside that shell, that's the bit that's potentially toxic. But if I roast these nut bits, then I've got roasted cashews. These ones on the floor are a bit overripe, but I'm gonna get one from up in the tree. Look at that. So this is what they look like. Oh my goodness. Tastes like a cross between papaya and watermelon somehow. Lips are tingling a bit. Stop eating them fast. Stop touching the outer shell. All right, the fire's down to embers. And so all I'm gonna do is put these cashews on for approximately 15 minutes and roast them in the embers. And fingers crossed, they'll be perfectly roasted and I can crack them open and have roasted cashews. There's some worm casts up here, which has just got me thinking. And if there was worm cast, there's worms. There's one. Oh, and he's a biggie. That is a monster worm. I've never seen an earthworm that big. Oh, broken it in two. I'm just trying to purge them of all the soil. Oh, yeah. Big load of soily worm feces just splattered on my hand. A worm's just a big mussel, isn't it? And mussels are packed with protein. So, crunchy and somewhat slimy, but actually quite a good amount of meat. Ah, it's got an aftertaste. Not particularly enjoying it, but literally free protein. Who would turn down free protein? Helping to provide a balanced diet. Surf and turf. Literally turf. I may have overestimated my tolerance for raw earthworms, but back at base, I have the perfect cure for the bitter taste in my mouth. Okay, the shells come open. And that's definitely a cashew. Look at that. Oh my God. Nothing short of wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. One thing I've done nothing about so far is shelter. After sleeping on the floor for the last 4 nights, don't want to do it again. Tonight, I want to sleep off the floor in my own bed. This is undeniably prime location, commanding view. If I put a pole between that tree to that tree there, to this tree, so there's a short pole across here, and then long pole to here, and make a triangle bed. Having a little realisation that the trees that I can push over and snap with my bare hands, and my body weight aren't strong enough to support the length that I need them to be. I'm thinking of turning the stone into an axe by literally just splicing a bit of wood, putting the stones in and then lashing it on with vines. One axe. Let's go and find a big tree. This one looks perfect. Oh yeah. You can just see it's going straight through the fibres. Have a look at the progress so far. It's looking good. Maybe I could even put my shoulder into that now. Yes, it's definitely going. Timber. Right, the moment of truth. It works! Do you know what? Something about investing in yourself that is just so rewarding. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Not like a rat on the floor, like a lord in his treehouse. There was just a quite noticeable move. Like crack. A couple of cracks coming from only about 10 metres in front of me. It's enough to wake me up and it's quite a big animal, I would say. Tomorrow I'm going to set a camera trap and then hopefully I'll be able to get a glimpse of what it is. And I'll try and get back to sleep, Stafford. If you can. Just 5 more minutes, please. Just 5 more minutes.
Although the stream is full of fish and the basket trap is working great, the fish is tiny and I haven't been able to catch enough to replenish the calories that I've been burning every day.
I haven't got time to physically go out and explore all the different areas by myself. And so I'm just going to use the drone to explore. It's time to try and look for somewhere which might potentially give me the option of a bigger meal. About 1 kilometre from here, there's a sort of swampy area. It looks like that could be the sort of habitat where there's larger game. I'm talking caiman, turtles, piranha maybe, like slightly bigger fish. Things that potentially could give me a much more substantial meal. I think my best strategy, based on this, is exploring downstream where the water course gets larger. The animals that inhabit it are bigger as well. This is a good little tool, isn't it? It's time to go out and find bigger game.
Morning. Woken up early this morning because I'm going to go down and check the camera trap that I set yesterday. As early as possible.
Right, let's see whether this camera's been triggered or not. Okay, it's been triggered. There is a puma in this area. I know that pumas historically don't hunt humans, but then again, I do need to be a little bit careful. I mean, if they're hungry or injured, they could potentially pose a threat. Wow. Okay, that's an ocelot, I think. very unusual to see ocelot in the daytime moving because they're nocturnal. But I guess that is the direct result of the fire forcing animals out of their territory and making them behave in slightly abnormal manner. These bushfires change everything. The fact that all of the animals are behaving differently makes you just stay so much more vigilant, so much more alert, because what you might think is not a threat might suddenly turn into something actually quite dangerous. So far, I've not seen any signs of game that I can hunt for food. I reckon the best chance I have is in the mangroves I saw yesterday. You can see the river starting to get bigger now. Quite a bigger expanse of water, which means things like caiman become very real possibilities. Look at that. Very rarely have I seen a stingray that close. That's amazing. The water is becoming more electric. The more things I see, I think I'd be foolhardy to go in the water here. Just under that log, right in the center of the shot, is a caiman. You can just see the eye, little black dot poking up. It's a small one. It's only about 2 foot long, but where the small one, there's big ones as well. I think that this is the perfect location to set a caiman trap. This is the stream that has widened, that I saw the caiman in further upstream. And you look at here, there's a kind of natural exit path from the water. So if I set a snare here, bait it with fish, put a little corral fence in to guide the caiman through the noose, I could have a proper meal. That'll work. Okay, trap set. I've put my 3 most generous pieces of fish down to encourage the caiman to come through and dislodge the bar. Right, just to demonstrate it, I'm just gonna be the caiman. It got me. Proves it works, eh? Seen that? It's literally chopped my fingers. That is powerful. That would definitely grab a caiman. I'm gonna go back to camp, come back here in the morning.